A ghost that speaks. A spirit that tormented an entire family. A haunting so real, even a U.S. president believed it. They called her the Bell Witch, and what she did was no ordinary haunting. This is the true story of America's most terrifying ghost. Welcome to the dark side of American folklore. Tonight we travel to Adams, Tennessee, where one of the most disturbing hauntings in U.S. history took place. A ghost so violent, so intelligent, and so relentless, it drove a man to his grave. This is no campfire story. This is a haunting backed by witnesses, records, and legends passed down for over 200 years. Turn off the lights, because the Bell Witch is watching. It began in 1817. John Bell and his family lived on a quiet farm in northern Tennessee. They were respected, religious, and lived a peaceful life. Until one night, John Bell saw a strange creature in his fields with the body of a dog and the head of a rabbit. Then the noises started. Knockings on the walls, chains dragging across the floors, whispers in the dark whispers that grew louder each night. The children's beds were ripped from the floor, blankets were yanked away, and something invisible began slapping and scratching the Bell children as they slept. The Bell family was under attack. Unlike most hauntings, this spirit could talk. Soon the ghost began speaking in full sentences. She said her name was Kate, and that she had one purpose: to kill John Bell. She sang hymns, quoted the Bible, mocked the family in different voices, even imitated neighbors who had recently visited. When guests came to see the haunting for themselves, the spirit would reveal their secrets, expose past sins, and insult them with terrifying accuracy. The news spread like wildfire. People came from miles away to witness the Bell Witch, and they weren't disappointed. Yes, Andrew Jackson, who would later become the 7th President of the United States, visited the Bell home in the early 1820s. According to legend, Jackson and his men arrived ready to expose the haunting as a hoax. But that night, something went wrong. One of Jackson's men suddenly began screaming and convulsing, claiming he was being stabbed by invisible needles. Their wagon wheels locked up, even the horses refused to move. Jackson reportedly said, "By the eternal, boys, it's the witch." The next morning, they fled. They never came back. The Bell Witch's obsession with John Bell grew darker by the day. He began suffering from mysterious illnesses. His tongue would swell. He couldn't eat or speak. He'd fall into strange fits, and the spirit would laugh as he suffered. On December 20th, 1820, John Bell was found dead in his bed. Next to him, a small vial of black liquid. When the family tested it on a cat, it died instantly. And from the darkness, the Bell Witch's voice echoed, "And I gave old Jack a big dose of that last night, and he'll never wake again." John Bell was buried, but the spirit wasn't finished. At his funeral, the ghost reportedly sang loudly and mockingly until the last shovel of dirt was dropped. After John's death, the Bell Witch's activity began to fade, but before vanishing, she made a terrifying promise. She said she would return in 7 years, and in 1828, she did. The Bell family reported strange phenomena again, but less violent this time. Whispers, noises, and occasional messages. Then silence. Some believe she never left, that her spirit lingers in the area to this day, especially near the Bell Witch Cave, a real location in Adams, Tennessee, where tourists still report chilling experiences. So, was the Bell Witch a ghost, a demon, or something darker to this day? No haunting in American history has so many witnesses, details, and historical records. And the Bell Witch, she became a legend, a terrifying echo that still haunts Tennessee's dark hills. If you ever visit Adams and you hear whispering in the trees, don't answer. She might be listening. Like this story, subscribe for more true horror legends. And remember, some spirits never rest.